Hello. Hi. Um, welcome. Ignore the hair and everything. I'm like barely ready, but I already see two lovely people here. Hi, Nina. Hi, Miley. Hello. Um, friendly reminder to set to live face. How are you guys? How are you doing? Um, oh, I barely know what is happening right now, but we'll find a way. Um, Miley is folding diapers as per usual. How's the baby? Are we sleeping? What time is it? Is it sleeping time for the baby? Um, yeah, okay. Nina, are you going to keep working? Well, okay. Hi, how are you, Josh? This is still the same person, right? How are you? What are you going to work on today? Let's see. Rena says, I don't know if I should continue drafting right away or continue on the character mood boards I was making for this project. Ooh, okay. Geez, yeah, I don't know. I like both of those things. What is going to happen after the big kiss, you know? I assume we're going back to like disaster and sadness because that's usually how it works in stories. You have a nice moment and then it's back to misery. Okay, let me try and keep up. Miley says it's a busy time for me, but in a good way. Oh, that's good. How are you? Better, pretty good. I am on deadline for a paper, and I have finally gotten, the energy that I need to actually do it and to be uh running myself ragged doing whatever else, you know, because that's how I am. The deadline is on Sunday, so very good time management on my part. Hi, Link. Hi. How are you? What are we working on? Wait. Whoops. Okay. Oh, Josh was waiting for me. Oh, okay. I always see like it usually says if there's like someone waiting. So that was probably you. I'm glad that you're back to another live stream. Yes, Tiny Tanya is back. And we also have, I don't know if you've been here for the other time. I don't think you were. We have a tiny timer, which I forgot to set. It's supposed to get us, it's supposed to keep us on track with the chat time, was the idea. So I'm going to, yeah, I don't know. Another 15 minutes is maybe a little long, but we'll see. You do have a lot of chat going on in here, so um, what kind of writing program are you working on? Okay, I'm assuming you mean like writing software I'm using. Um, when I do write, I do use Scrivener. Generally, that is generally what I use. Um, and I like sometimes I have like my Scrivener is too full with all sorts of notes and it gets messy, but generally I do really like it for the writing stuff. And I also have like for the novels, and I also have a Scrivener for like short stuff. It's basically like a folder for miscellaneous stuff. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. But I am only like I encourage you guys to write your beautiful novels and other writing projects, but I will be focused and serious and be working on my paper. Oh no, that is such a good way to put it though. Because dying of the feminine plague, I am so sorry. The feminine plague can be horrid sometimes. I hope you don't have like the worst symptoms out there. And like you always struggle with all sorts of physical stuff, so it's so mean to have that on top of everything. Um, Nina says, yeah, well, for this one in this timeline, it is still going upwards. Oh, okay. But we are now moving to the next chapter, and that is the past timeline, and that is currently in a lower point. That is, it sounds like you're very on point. Um, that is cool though. So we can hope to get back to something positive when we go back to. So this is the present timeline, yes, where they kissed. Nice. Um, thank you. Yeah, honestly, I do. Today I was doing pretty well with the reading, so I am in good spirits, despite the like. It wasn't really a tight deadline. It's just that I started late, you know. And I was just in the library today, earlier, and I got all the books that I like. You can't like go into the. It's weird. I was confused because I thought it's like it's a university library, and I thought you just go there and you check out the books, but you like have to give them a list in their online whatever. What kinds of like what all the books are that you want, and then they bring them like they have them in some sort of cellar or whatever, and then they put them there for you to pick them up. So yes, isn't that cute? I should maybe make like a cutout little picture and put it there in the corner, um, like as an additional design asset, you know? Um, wow. Okay. Vic still managed to film an update before the paint started. Ah, so you will be editing that. Wow, you are a strong woman. Awesome. Um, Nina says, I'm going to tell my friend who I am kind of writing this project for about this project tomorrow. Ah, is this the first time they will ever hear of this? That is exciting. That is exciting. I hope they will squeal in delight. Um, Nina says, I did write a couple of lines I really like today, which is always fun. Yes, like most of it is questionable prose, yes, but some are not that bad. Patting myself on the back. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Um, because it feels so good when a line just is just beauty on the page, you know? Um, just says I'm doing a interview writing story. Okay, I have a question because like you said that the other day as well, but like I'm unsure what you mean exactly. Like, is it like a whole story told as an interview, like a sort of epistolary sort of thing, like similar how some books are like letters, basic, but the letter is the book. Is that what you're doing? Like playing with the form? Is it a novel? Is it a short story? Like just some clarification, if you will. Oops. Like says I've hit the point in my draft 2 where I need to go back to fleshing out the outline and I do not want. Yeah. I say that. Uh, well, you have videos to edit for now, so are you hoping to get back to some writing today? Um, and I skipped this. And it says, I haven't seen her since I started the project, so she does not yet know this exists. I just decided to write this for her on a whim. She didn't even ask for a story. Oh my god. To be your friend, that is such an amazing gift, truly. Um, yeah. Okay, let's see. Josh needs help. It's a movie interview show story. I don't know. I'm still a little bit confused. Like, okay, it's you're writing a movie, a screenplay, yes? Um, and the movie consists of an interview show. And then what happens? Like, what is the conflict, or who are the characters in your story? Sorry if I'm like putting you on the spot. I'm just not quite understanding. Maybe it's because I don't write screenplays generally, so maybe I'm just not familiar with the lingo. I don't know. If anyone in the chat can help me out, maybe. Um, and yeah, what is the kind of help that you need? Also, as you can see, the timer is running down, so we have another like 7 minutes. Um, keep chatting. Oh, I'm tempted. I had bought myself some plantain chips, so I'm like tempted to eat, but I don't. I don't want to be sitting here snacking. Oh, also that reminds me, because I always forget, especially when I'm not writing myself, but I should be drawing prompts. Um, is anyone wanting some prompt? We have plenty. We have so many. We have the dialogue ones. We have the detail, sound, and smell/taste one. We have the, I believe, object, place, and action ones. So, do you guys have any sort of preferences? Um, Otherwise, like I can choose. And like I'm tending towards detail because maybe I don't know in which kind of way that could be helpful to me as I'm writing this paper, but who knows? Um, but like you guys let me know if you have any sort of preference. Um, it says, see, I have a sticky note outline I did back in October, but I only transcribed in detail that it's driven after chapter 16. Okay, so you have a general idea, is what I'm understanding. You just don't have it very detailed. Okay. Well, maybe the prompts help you to get some ideas, but you said also that you're video editing. Wait, let me see. You said some more. Um, oh, there. So it's not true running out of outline struggle. I know what is supposed to happen, but not decided how to chop it into chapters. Oh, okay, so the structure is a thing. Oh, that is interesting. I don't know, to me that sounds like a fun thing to do because you're like manipulating how the reader experiences the story, right? But I can see that it's also kind of like a big brain task, probably. Nina is all for the prompts detail. Okay, let's draw details. The details are the green ones. Um, Bird smell. So the smell of something burnt or burning. Is that detail? Should I also do? Maybe we'll do. Um, okay, I'll do. Action. I think that's the blue one. I still haven't made myself a color code. There's a blue for that. So I want to do that during the sprint first thing so I don't forget. I can't do that, but oh, that's not action, is it? I don't know. It says lost tooth. Ooh, okay, love it. Smelling something burning is like part of the story, kind of. Okay, love that. Just wondering about the movie title. I don't know that the title is really the first thing that you like. It can help for sure, but I don't know if that's the first thing that you should know. You know. Um, and but you can definitely get some inspiration from movies that are in the same genre as yours, so you could see if that inspires something. Okay, 1 minute and a half. Vic says here is where I'm introducing the new spice upload, so that is why I need to have it detailed. Okay, I see. I see. I see. Okay. Usually I can do well enough with the sticky note major beats type outline. Okay. I understand. Yeah, that seems like a more you need the things in the right place kind of storyline. In the next chapter, Carix is going to bake that promised cake. So like that's yay, perfect. What about the lost tooth though? Does someone lose a tooth in the cake because it's all hard or something? I'm sorry, I need to log in my laptop. Something like a scary, funny movie story. Scary, funny, like 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 a horror comedy, horror parody. I'm not very versed in those. First thing that I can think of is Scream, I suppose. Um, ooh, okay. Time is running. Ouch. Okay, I'll put the prompts in the chat and I'll move us over. Also, I decided because today I was doing really well with the 35-minute sprints. So I'm going to do 35 minutes today. So I hope we are all ready for our sprint. 35 minutes. Good luck writing, brainstorming, editing, folding, laundry, slash diapers. Let's go. Hello. Um, all right. That's okay, Nina. Just come back whenever you can. Let me real quick adjust the timer. I don't know, 15 minutes too long? I'm like so undecided because last time 10 minutes seemed too little. And I'm like, I don't know. Wait, no, that's. Let's do. Okay, let's. Um, okay, 1 second. Just show. Yeah, I know. Why does it not? Oh, so annoying. Um, I don't know. Okay, one more time. Trying to. Why does it not change? For being annoying, sir. Okay, now we're definitely all awake. Okay, let's forget about the timer, I guess. I'm going to go with my analog timer. Okay, sorry. Usually, oh, is it the refresh thing? There it is. Okay. Okay, maybe I don't even have to like jump around. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Okay. Let me catch up on the chat. Also, Alex was here for a minute. Um, wait, let's see. Vic says the export of the clips took a while, but I am halfway done with the video edit. Halfway? That's amazing, actually. It usually takes quite a while for me. Um, I have to Google that. Krovki. Oh, okay. I don't know the English word. It's caramel, right? That's what I'm getting. Um, did you make them? Did you buy them? Uh, Josh is still wondering about the title. I don't know, dude. I don't know exactly. Like, first of all, I don't know anything really about your story. So I wouldn't even know in which direction to think, you know? Like, give me a little bit more information about your story, if you can. Miley says, had to move baby to my chest for the rest of this nap. So not like a I see. Yeah, I can imagine that you can't exactly like fold stuff when you have a baby on the chest. Um Alex says, still here for a sec. Hey, how's it going? Good, I think. For me, I'm not writing right now. Ooh, also let me know, everyone, if you did end up using the prompts. Um, yeah, I'm trying to be a good student and get some papers written. So I'm basically like reading some papers and stuff and research books. I'm now done with the papers that I already had everything that I could find online, and now I have like over there for the next sprint. I have 6 books that I got from the library, so I'm going to get cracking on those. I don't know. How are you? How are things? Um, yeah, let's see. Beck says, yeah, but this one, the raw footage was 15 minutes. Ah, okay. Oh, 15 minutes is perfect. Yeah, that is like relaxed, easy breezy. That sounds good. That sounds really good. Okay, I'm going to say krofki, maybe. Our Polish caramel fudge sweets. So I grabbed them in Lidl after class Monday. Nice. Um, and ooh, the friend promised to bring me the oh my god, Lithuanian. Oh my god, how do you pronounce that? Yes, I don't know. I know the country, but I don't know how to pronounce that. Um, also, those how does the I do love some caramel. I mean, I don't love how they get stuck to your teeth and stuff, but it sounds delish. Sounds legit. Mm-hmm. Nina says, I am unsure where I stopped before, but I wrote roughly 800 words. And I hit 15K in the manuscript. Incredible. That's amazing. Congratulations. Nina says, I did use the burnt smell prompt. Did not find a good spot for the lost tooth though. That's fair. What did you do with the burnt smell, if I can ask? I am nosy. Um, okay, let's see. Josh says, because I have a notebook. So it's like a notebook story because I have a notebook that says my character interview story and I did some, but I'm not quite done yet. Also, this is separate. No, this is the same thing as the movie, right? Um, so you have written some interview stuff, some interview parts. Um, I don't know. I'm unsure about the structure of the story, but I would say like finish the interview first, and then you can worry about the title, you know? Um, because these ones I got are maybe a bit too soft and sticky, but the traditional ones have a harder shell and a nice bite, so they do not stick. Oh, okay. I think I don't think I've ever had caramel that doesn't stick. That sounds good. Oh, I also love. Do you guys know like malt? I think is maybe what you can say. I don't know. I think that's the word malt. Like what is that? It's like it's like brown. So, sometimes there are like alternatives to beer that are based on malt. I think it's like is it also kind of burnt sugar? Maybe I'm unsure, but I like the taste of those. I don't know if that made sense to anyone. Ina says, I can share, but the part is very boring. The burnt smell comes up multiple times throughout the story, but my character doesn't know where it comes from. Oh, I love that. I love that. The smell of smoke rushed my senses. Do you smell that? I asked. But the scent vanished as fast as it had appeared. What? Nothing, I mumbled. Oh, okay, that is. I think someone just knocked on my door. 1 second. Kannst du mir helfen mit der Waschmaschine? Die Mühle geht nicht auf. Und Wäsche ist fertig. Oh, tja. Ja, warte. Vielleicht hast du eine Idee. Yeah. Sorry, I have to go help someone for a second. We'll be back. Sorry. Um, I'm not sure if the problem is solved now. Like, someone was having issues with the washing machine, so I might have to go again, but we'll see. Um, all right, missed a bunch of things. Okay, oh, Mighty had to go. Thank you so much for joining. Um, wait. Oh, Shake Shop. I completely read that at Snake Shop as a snake shop and was confused as to what that has to do with malt. So, um, mint chocolate chip malt. Interesting. That is an interesting flavor profile for sure. Okay, so the burning is foreshadowing, but like far in advance. We are all very curious. Um, okay, I think I'm going to start a sprint, just in case I have to run again. So just going to get that started. Okay, sorry about the interruption and everything. 35 minutes. Let's go. Um, so how did it go? Just as a heads up, I think I'm going to do another sprint and keep the break a little bit shorter because I haven't gotten very much done in this one. Um, yeah, okay. Let's see. So I'm just gonna hop in the shower. Also, Leaj. I've been here. Um, okay. Um, I I really don't know how to help, unfortunately. If I would need some sort of idea of what the, how do you say, the gist, the thrust of the story is. Like, what is the conflict? Who are the characters? What kind of genre is it? What does the story feel like? Like, just knowing that two people are interviewing each other doesn't give me that much. And also, I don't know if you saw, but like, I drew some dialogue prompts for you, so maybe that they can help. Otherwise, I really don't know how to help, unfortunately. Like, maybe you need to read something and see if that sparks something. Okay, Nina says around 200 words. Started a new chapter, which is always a struggle. It is. Agreed. But like at least like you know what you're going to write in the chapter, right? Because you have the outline. Um yeah. Oh, I was so proud that I wasn't tired, but apparently I am a little bit tired. 1 second. But yeah, I still have a bunch of stuff to do. I just ordered another book, but I haven't even gotten to the books yet because I'm still on one text, which shouldn't be like too much, to be honest. Just that in this sprint I didn't get very far. Um, but yeah, I think it's only a little bit of this one text anymore. Like it's also like it's more like a brochure. So it's not like a paper. So there are pictures and stuff. It's easy to get through. And I only need a little bit as a prompter. But yeah, after that, I'm going to see how useful the books are that I got. Um, uh, yeah, yes, but also, I mean, it is 10 p.m. I think I can do at least, I think I can stay up at least for 1 more hour and get some stuff done that would make me feel better about going to bed and starting again tomorrow. Um, but yeah, also thankfully this paper, like, it doesn't have to be that big, and like part of it is me writing about the workshop, and so it is. I really do think that it's doable. Um, ooh, okay. Dina says my chronic pain girly is having chronic pain. Yay. Um, who's the love interest? I don't have much about what needs to happen in this chapter yet. It is one of the very, very loosely outlined ones. Um, okay, I see. And they have chronic pain. And is when you say the love interest, like is the main character also there? Mm, I don't know. I feel like an episode of Chronic Pain could like be an obstacle in many ways. It could prompt interesting conversations or like inner conflicts. Um, where, but yeah, I don't know where you want to lead this towards the next chapter, like what's going to happen next. Hmm, I don't know. I hope you find a good idea. Um, but yeah, I see why it's difficult to start this new chapter. um, okay. Josh says it's like a crossover movie, like Spider-Man No Way Home, but a different one like that. Okay, to be fair, I haven't watched that movie. Crossover. Crossover. Oh, because wait, that is because like Spider-Man interacts with another superhero, right? I'm sorry, I haven't. I'm not super versed in all the superhero stuff. Um, okay. And so the main character is the superhero, I would assume. That is interesting. Like them having an interview, that is interesting. Like I would assume that the secrecy is maybe an issue because they probably like want to keep their identity hidden, or maybe they were like involved in a big incident in the city and they kind of have to conceal what really happened because the general public doesn't know about supervillains or whatever. I don't know. That's what that's giving me, but I don't know if that's really what you're going for. Nina says the main character and the love interest share a room, so she's like taking care of her. But that's about all I have. But that's so cute. My chapter outline reads: Ivy has bad pain day. Cute gay girls doing stuff. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Um, it really isn't much to go on. Truly isn't. Oh my god. But I want to read about it so bad. Oh my god. That is so cute. Um, yeah, you will figure it out. Uh, oh my god. This guy. I don't. I'm sorry, I have not watched. I have not watched that movie. I don't know what it is. What happens? Does the does the sky like break open? Is there like a dimension hopping happening? I have literally no idea. Actually, wait. Do they? Is that the movie where they have like a witch as well? I literally have no idea. um. Oh no, that is a good idea. Yeah, and there's so many interviews. Nina says maybe watching some movie interviews online can help. I mean, so many interviews have unique and fun questions. Maybe an interview can spark ideas. That is a genius idea, actually. And you will find so many interviews about movies on like YouTube. Um, okay. I fear our chatting time has run out. So, uh, if that's okay with y'all, I don't know if you're going to keep going, you're going to keep writing. Um, I'm going to finish off with this one text and then crack open the books finally. So that's what I'm going to do. So, oh, and do we want any prompts? Nina, do we want any prompts? Josh, prompts? I fear I'm completely lost what all the colors mean. Nina's going to keep writing. So the yellow, what I thought were the sounds, I think are the smells and the taste. So I would assume that the pink is the sound. And then what I thought red, I thought were the objects, but apparently it's more like actions, which is interesting. And I don't remember what I had from the blue. Maybe that's an object. So yeah. Okay, let me see. Maybe I will do yes, prompts. Love it. I have to watch it. It's a pretty good movie, but it's missing out. Oh. Oh, do you want to make like the fan fiction version? Will you like make it better? Okay, red and yellow. You got it. Okay. The red one. I'm going to go yellow one. I think that's what we had last as well. Um, yes, those are definitely the smells and the tastes. It says garlic breath. And the red one, toppling a tower. Oh, that's a weird combination. It's giving me like what are those called? Those Japanese monster movies. Oh my god, what is that called? The giant dinosaur looking thing that like walks in the city, you know what I mean? Um garlic bread. But it's not garlic bread, just in case it's garlic breath. So a little less pleasant. What are those? Yeah, weird combination. It makes me think. Yes, Godzilla. Thank you. It makes me think Godzilla because like toppling towers and like again, I'm also not versed in Godzilla, but I think Godzilla has like flame coming from the mouth, I think. Um okay. Nice. Okay, I hope that you can um like use those in any way or in any other way get ahead in your writing. I'm going to restart the timer. We've gone over the time, unfortunately. Okay, 35 minutes. Let's go. Okie dokie. I'm done at the 35 minutes were over so quickly. Um, but yeah, I finally made it to at least look through one of the books. And yeah, I'll have to review all of them and see what actually is in there that is going to be helpful. Because oftentimes, like the title and everything, and even the index sounds really promising. And then you look through it and it's like, it's actually not exactly applicable to what I'm looking for. So that is what's up next. Also, during the sprint, someone new came in. I am not entirely sure how to say your name. I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna say Abe. Do try to correct me if that is possible over text. I know that it's always like difficult to explain to someone how to pronounce a name when you only have text to do that. But yeah, welcome, welcome. And let's see. Yeah, I was I was busy with schoolwork. I agree. Like maybe you should like look up some, like there's also like the internet is full of like prompt websites where you get like 102 prompts for whatever story. Like I feel like if your issue really is like the fundamental idea generation, I feel like maybe at this point you need to take to the internet and like look um, if there are any prompts, or as Lena suggested, to watch some interviews on YouTube, to do, I don't know, to Google what to ask in an interview when you're interviewing a movie director or something like that, you know? Because like at a certain point, you kind of have to come up with the ideas yourself, you know? Also, hi Vic! Vic is back. Glad to have ya. Um, okay, Nina has done a little bit of writing. Did you feel more grounded in the chapter this time? Okay, that is very fair. Um, but yeah, did you get any sort of idea where the chapter is going? Like, what kinds of cute things I'll be doing, you know? Um, yeah, okay. I think I am awake enough to do one more. And I hope that in this sprint I can manage to get through this stack of books. To just gauge what all I actually have to read. Mm. Exciting! Oh my god, yes! I love it! Okay, tower toppling is the friends playing Jenga. Amazing. Yes, I love that. I love that. Wait, and what was the other one? Garlic breath. Do you have garlic breath? I feel like that doesn't fit with the cute gay girls stuff. That's maybe. I mean, you could always like have a run-in with someone and then laugh about it or something like that. But yeah, love Jenga. Uh, yeah, see. Oh, we already have it reviews. So many prompts today already. Putting them in my bag of all prompts. Ah, you did? Okay, you have to tell me how though. I'm very curious. Um, Also, Abe, if you're still here, are you working on any writing projects or anything else? Oh, I mean, I don't know if we did help, but um, yeah, I'm glad when it did, if it did. Um, okay, they walk downstairs to find their friends playing Jenga. Augustus was leaning forward, pushing out a blogger at the bottom with shaking hands. Sorry. Augustus was leaning forward, pushing out a block at the bottom with shaking hands. Don't blow on me with your garlic breath, he hissed at James, who had lowered down to his level, only inches away from him. That's cheating. James rolled his eyes and straightened back up. Just do it, Gus. Willow cried out. You're taking ages. Okay, that is genius. That is a genius combination of the two prompts. That's really cool. Um, love that. Yeah. I don't know what I would have done with the garlic breath and the tower. No idea. Also, Vic, since you came back, are you going to stay? Are you still writing? Are you going to bed? What are we doing? Um, and should I draw any more prompts or are we good? I guess it depends on if someone is still here writing. Um, Josh says, I'm doing the writing interview story up to 1 to 10 pages. That's a lot. And here come all the references that I unfortunately I don't know. I don't know Pokemon. I'm not. I mean, I have watched superhero movies, but I'm not very versed in them. Um, so I'm not sure what that means. But Pokemon story. Like, all I know about Pokemon is like you try to catch them all or something. I'm really sorry. um, Lena says there will be more cute gay girls later on in the chapter, since each chapter is 1 day of August, so each timeline having 31 chapters. Okay, let me ingest that information. Each chapter is 1 day of August, so each timeline. Oh, so you have 2 Augusts. Is that right? Like an August in the past and an August in the present? Like they're exactly parallel? That is really interesting. 31 chapters per timeline. We have a lot of time for more cute selling moments. Yay, let's go. Vic says I'm currently playing a horse racing game on iPad, but I should make the thumbnail right. Okay, that is so on brand though. A horse racing game. Amazing. Um, I mean, do you feel like, I mean, it's almost 11, so I don't know how much you still want to do though. I think you're like a night owl as well, so I am happy to tell you to get on with it and write and or do your thumbnail. I just, you know, since it's so late, I don't know how you feel about that. Josh says that would be a good story, like a Pokemon story that crosses over into the horror movies. Ooh, that what you call the multiverse thing. That is interesting. A horror Pokemon multiverse. That is a cool concept for sure. Let us know how that goes if you have like a story idea for that. Nina says, yes, exactly. Okay, so the past August is the last one before the friendship broke apart, and the present one is the first August back together after 7 years apart. Oh, that is so cool. Do you do the thing where you have like I assume that you do like the chapter heading, like August such and such year, this or that. I don't know if you do years, but like that is really cool. I love that. That is really cool. Um, okay. Vic and Josh, and possibly Abe, which again, you're welcome to correct me on the name. Um, I'm going to draw prompts because I have a lot, and I have a lot, and I can always make more. So, and Vic, that is your sign that maybe if you want to, you can write. Um, okay, let's write some that you haven't done yet today. If I'm not mistaken, the orange ones should be places. But again, I'm not sure. Blah. Small island. Canyon. And I think the pink one is sounds of some. A whispered insult. A small island and a whispered insult. Interesting. I gotta see more friends banters. Oh my god. I was thinking games and small islands, and then I was thinking lava, like the floor is lava. So that could be fun. As like a friend activity. Anyway, and just in a minute I will start because we are over again. I'm going to start the timer. And that is then probably going to be the last sprint. Um, Josh says, like from a Ouija board game where kids are playing a game. And the whole thing just, I assume you mean just goes haywire. That is cool. Reminds me a little bit of Stranger Things. Well, I mean, not really, but like because they play in like the first scene a game. But Ouija board is different. Anyway, ignore me, but that is really cool. I like that. Nina says, I have not yet done the dates. For now, I just have chapter 1 now. Now or chapter 2 then. And a title for each chapter. That is the lyric of the song. I assigned the chapter. Amazing. You're doing the most. I love it. Since this is just a for fun project, I do not have to care about copyright. That is true. That is true. You can go wild. That is a that is a great point. Um, just says so the Ouija board game blasts open a ball and hits everything that was in the house. Um, okay, gets more interesting. Okay, I will start the timer now. Okay, as I said, I think this is probably going to be my last sprint of today. I am doing a live stream tomorrow though, so it's all good. And yeah, we'll see. I am still kind of awake. So oh, and also I have to put the prompts in the chat and charge plug in my laptop again. But yeah, anyway. Starting the timer. Let's go. Good luck. Sorry about the delay. I just wanted to be done with the last book. Um, oh, oh, I did words. Like, look through them all. This one is the winner with the most relevant stuff in there. This one has some stuff too. And then the others are like, a little bit. Yeah. So I'm actually I'm also going to go to bed at a rather reasonable hour. So, but I feel good about what I managed today so far. Or not so far, what I managed today. And that is the end. And I'm going to bed. So yeah. Good night, Nina. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It was so much fun. It has a thumbnail done. Awesome. Rude. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry. Um, but at this point, I am fighting with myself. Okay, like tiredness wise, because maybe we all need to go to bed, you know? Or do you mean like motivation? Is that something hard to do because these it can be hard to do? Yeah. I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like a little bit disappointed in some of these books, but also I'm glad that I don't have to read like so much, you know what I mean? Because if these were all fire and all super relevant, I would have to read. Or I wouldn't have to, but I would have to work harder, I guess, at being discerning. Oh god. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. Um, Lex has like a pain and tired, brain blanking out. Yeah, it sounds like we all need to go to bed, to be honest. Um, oh, okay. Wait, do you have an upload schedule with a set day? Because in general, I would say like it can upload, a day later. Um, yeah, I don't know. Oh God, sorry. I swear, just like a minute ago, I was pretty fine. Um, Josh says, so recommend of you, Linda. Save for a question for my character Gavin. So you have what kinds of movies he likes? I don't know. I'm too tired to think about that, to be honest. And like I said, like go take to the internet. There are so many questions. Um oh, it's 4:37 in Gallup. What and oh where is Gallup? I only know from like that questionnaire thing. Oh my god. Yeah, I have to. I have to go. Um, mm, is it a city in New Mexico? That's What Google tells me. I've never heard of that. Interesting. Um. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Agree. Agree. Um. Yeah. I guess you still have a couple of good hours in the day. Vic says, yeah, it will come tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay. Well, I'm going to wish you some luck and strength if you do keep going. And when you say fix settings, wait, do you mean like, do you mean just like the description and the title and all of that? Oh well. Already done. Already set up. Awesome. Okay, yeah. Good night. Okay, perfect. We're all done. Good night. Okay, thanks everyone for joining me and keeping me company as I was doing some studying. Thank you. And I have another live stream tomorrow, same time as today. So, yeah.